Hello, Mr. Beast. Actually banger, škoda, že jsem nestihl ten zápas, teď jak se mrzí. Holy smokes. Double overtime, první, druhá mapa. Holy. Čauko, přeju krásný odpoledne. Večer už. Uj. Kamaráda, takový horko.
The Paper X fans here in London are absolutely delighted with their team, especially as we got to see 3 banging maps today. Jing is just signing things.
Čau,
I'm going
Kodraci.
to have a chat with him. Signing in the yellow Sharpie. I know the fans are really keen to talk to you.
Čau, Kodraci, jak to jde?
Like going straight through to the grand final, no lower bracket run this time.
I mean, I think it's a really good feeling because we've been to
Hello.
grand final in Santiago as well, so it's back-to-back grand final. So yeah, I'm really happy. I feel like we are still
Back-to-back grand final, insane.
We deliver in the grand finals.
And earlier this week I spoke to Divide about the fact that you've clearly been working on those pistols since Pacific. That was something you wanted to fix. Do you think the result could have been different?
Hello.
If you hadn't won them?
I think yeah, for sure, because game 1 and game 2 were both OT. So I think if we lost pistols, we would have lost. So yeah, I'm really glad that we are working on the pistols, and I think it showed today.
How did EGG surprise you and get you to overtime though? Because I know you guys scrim each other regularly. It feels like you're friends backstage. So why were they able to get the better of you in certain rounds?
Halo, slyšíme se chat. Funguje ten YouTube stream do PC. Čau chlapi, čau bleb chlap. Čau zdrasi. Tak co bylo, kdo jste viděl ten zápas celý? Byl to banger?
I mean, thank you to all the fans for coming and supporting us. Your support really means a lot, and we see all of you. So thank you so much.
Myslíš, že vyhraje Vitality Leviathan? Doufám, že Vitality, kámo. Kamaráde, ale horko, jakože nelidský. Nelidský.
Thank you so much for that, and wow, I mean, of course, congratulations to Paper X. Always a pleasure to hear from Jing. We're joined by the man himself. Give it up, London, for Divide.
Bye.
Pleasure to speak with you as always, my friend.
Prodali první mapu, fakt?
As always, this was a tough series, right? And I think for you in particular was a tough one as well, because you were trying to rally the troops back together. How did you keep yourself motivated?
Kolik je u vás stupňů, by the way? Kolik je u vás stupňů?
They were really taking it to you guys.
Yeah, I think for me, I mean,
Kolik je u vás stupňů, či mi řekněte, schválně.
So I had to
you had a lot of great moments, so don't sell yourself short, baby.
But anyway, I think for my standard, I think it wasn't the greatest, and I think I had to focus more on what they were doing rather than
35?
because you can just
Kámo,
rely on your aim when it doesn't work, you know. So yeah, I think my job today was just to align the boys and stuff, and as you
já nemám klimu, jako to je reálně
even for something
nebezpečný, ne, ty vole?
Yeah.
He just feels like a trap card, man, like a Yu-Gi-Oh trap card.
Tu je teplota, kámo, tady je 34 stupňů. A já mám přímo za kompem namířený, kámo, okna, vole, do těch mrdá sluníčko, kámo, já mám takový horko tady. Takový horko tady, kámo, mám.
Usually when it comes to pistol round, is the goat himself, Forsaken, cooking the round. Yeah.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, you guys are coming into this one with a lot of ideas, but it does feel like in this moment, this was like the biggest challenge you guys have faced.
Poprosil bych 2-0 od
going to the grand finals, you're fighting for a Masters trophy.
Poprosil bych 2-0 od Vitality. Šlo by? Ale proč to začíná o hodinu dřív? Proč to začínalo ve 3 jako? Nemáte to začínalo ve 4.
You don't have a Fnatic to contend with, you don't have a G2 or an NRG or a Genji or, you know, so on and so forth, right? And Nongshim as well. How does it feel for you?
Storíčko na ozeno, jako správný influencer. Piko, super kámo, ale nejradši bych streamoval bez trika, ty vole, z bazénu.
quicker now. So I think that's the important part about us right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean.
Já mám rád teplo, ale tohle je too much.
The connection you've built with these
Ciao, Dropper.
Because you guys have been together for so long.
Yeah, I think for us it's easy to just like tell the boys. I mean, each of us like if anyone of us like.
Mají dobrý počasí i v tom, kámo, i v Londýně, to je actually dobrý na časování, jdu se podívat, počkej.
So yeah, I think there's a good thing about
Londýn, počasí.
Players for.
Tam mají krásně, 28 stupínků, no. Zítra 26. Ty pič, v úterý 36 stupňů v Londýně? 36 stupňů v Londýně? Takže kolik hlásí tady nejvyšší, kámo?
If I had to choose one, probably I would go for EDG.
EDG?
Okay.
Hey,
Nice.
I think a lot
Jsi 4 nejvíc tady, kámo.
EDG and Paper X run it back again.
Yep.
Divide, always a pleasure, my man. Congratulations, you're going to the grand finals, folks.
Každej, kurva, jde 30 stupňů. Celý týden.
Have one spot remaining. Who's going to play against them? We have 3 teams to decide who will be the challenger for Paper X. Coming up next.
Vážná výstraha vysoké teploty.
Leviathan from the Americas. Vitality versus in EMEA. It's going to be a banger. You don't want to miss it, as always.
Doporučený postup. Velmi vysoká zátěž na lidský organismus, nebezpečí přehřátí a dehydratace. Nebezpečí vybočení a lomu kolenic. Doporučuji dodržovat pitný režim, zvýšit konzumaci nesazených nealkoholických nápojů. Které je vhodné kombinovat s minerálními vodami. Omezit tělesnou zátěž nebo vydat na příjemném slunci v poledních odpoledních hodinách. Kurva, byl jsem hodinu na procházce, nevadí. Nenechávají děti nebo zvířata v automobilech. Dobrý, už nejdu ven. Už nejdu ven, dobrý, kámo. Ahoj Amelie. Ale to se nabízí, kámo, v tom počasí jít ven. Ale už tam nejdu. Actually nebylo moc lidí venku, jsem byl tak na procházce.
Technology brings it to life. Every frame, every stat, every decisive play. In partnership with the Valorant Champions Tour.
To všichni u vody nebo doma zalezlí, čet? Co myslíte? Já jsem šel taky kolem vody, kámo, nikdo u vody nebyl. Všichni prostě doma, jako? No co? Až moc velký vedro.
In the Valorant agent pool, and it's Pope Wolfred. Are you going to be joining the game sometime soon?
Yeah, it's confirmed. It was confirmed weeks ago. I'm coming back.
To dělaj?
It was written, it was prophesied.
Dělaj tady pode mnou.
Would be here wearing the
Nafukujou něco?
He's going to be
Děláš.
pop up in a moment. We've got Marina as Viper. You're an OG agent, but are you going to be able to represent Vitality and win for them today?
I will tell him, don't get in my way.
Ooh, all right then. Well, I think we should probably start. Basically,
Ty piče, jsem osypal. Oj, ty piče, tam byl krásný cringe, vole, to byl týmový čírej. Čau, Aleš. Dobrý, Viper prohrál already. Počkej, co? Jak ten týpek prohrává? Mu to spadlo z nohy tomu Šulinovi. A to má bouchnout jako ten balon?
We're popping, we're maybe not even going to be able to do this before we head into the next game because we've only got 30 seconds left. I always want someone to come and help the Viper, but that's not the rules. And I didn't make them. Keep going, guys, come on. Has someone got a pin? I need to put these guys out of their misery. Let's keep going. Oh, something very wrong. Please.
Predict 2-0 Vitality.
Keep going, guys. Pop. more time. I never fail to scream on camera. Please, no one clip that. Apparently,
Zdraví.
Vitality will win this one, but we can only find out what's headed into the game.
Takže mě mrzí, že jsem neviděl ten zápas, co jako se hrál, ten musel být banger jak svině. To je jakože break law, viewership, overall všeho. Actually. Viper na ranka v hru? Klasika, vole.
Welcome back to day 11 here at Masters London and our last best of 3 of the event. It's going to be Leviathan taking on Vitality. The winner will be moving on to tomorrow's best of 5 lower bracket finale, where they will face off against EDG. Golden Boy here alongside Mimi and Billy yet again as we are looking to break it all down. We got ourselves a banger matchup here, folks, because it's a classic
Billy and Mimi
of EMEA versus NA.
Zklamání EDG? Nenasypala Čína, nenasypala. HyperX Vitality finále by bylo banger jak svině. Ale teďko musí Leviathan projít skrz, potom musí projít skrz EDG a potom, až bychom se toho dočkali, no. Že to bude trvat. By the way, jak to vychází? Hraje se Grand Finálku 22. ne? Dneska 19. se hraje tohle. Zítra 20. by se hrálo. To nevychází 21. se musí hrát Grand Finálku, ne?
The big worry with LEV was the deeper they went into a tournament, the more counter-stratable they would be, the more they would have shown, the more they'd run out of steam. And at least in that last game against XLG, it seemed quite to the contrary. It was dominant, it was fresh, and it gives you confidence in LEV going into today. Yeah, they've actually.
Když se ukazuje nová mapa, zítra nebo až před Grand Finálkem? Chceš před Grand Finálkem,
and as you mentioned, Mimi, coming into this tournament, we set the team up as this is such a prep-heavy team. They love to run similar things on maps, and like you're saying, they've only really been able to show so much. I feel like a lot of it has been on the fly, which in my opinion is really impressive when you look at King being able to lead these 4 rookies on the team. The only thing I will say though is Vitality and Coach Pal are very much known for their anti-strats back in EMEA, and they love to watch those demos back and be able to counter those.
But also on the same note though, I mean, Coach Owner as well. That's a great dynamic duo that has been working together for so long, and they're very good at being able to identify those things too. There's a reason why they've been so successful here. But for more on the IGLs, as a matter of fact, we had Jen Lee, our ace reporter, catch up with Yumpy and King ahead of today's elimination matchup.
Cyphers, Vice.
Here at King and Yampy, the OGs, you guys waited a long time to get back here. Does it feel like a return or a new start for you guys?
Mapa?
For me, it just feels like a return. After 2025, not qualifying anything, being in the big stage, it definitely feels great to come back.
All right, what about you?
Yeah, for me a little bit the same, you know, like it's the first international as an IGL, and you know I had even longer break, you know, I was 2023 my last time, so yeah, it feels nice. And I don't know if King you remember, but you beat me in Champions 2022 in Liquid, so I'm looking for revenge today.
He's looking for revenge. It's been a long time, you know, I forgot, but yeah, what is your reaction to that?
I mean, that's a long time. I mean, that's a good one.
Happy to be here, I can see that, but experience from Vitality, fearlessness from LEV, what matters more today?
It has like constant bros. I really
Tam nikdo nechce, že jo, Pavlo, ty čumeš podle mě.
I see them having fun every game, and you know I like to do that same, so yeah, it's gonna be a great battle today for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Plus tam vždycky chtějí mít lidi z té lokace, že jo, některý. Kamo to je Aleškovo manželka tady.
I mean,
minula.
It doesn't really matter. I think we showed that we can be a great team even without that much experience. So I agree with Jamp. It's gonna be a great game.
Yep. Thank you guys, and I know this is a little bit late, but welcome back.
Thank you.
Huh?
Okay, so today we learned that Yampi is holding a generational grudge on King that he just
let go. Děkuju.
Good news is, folks, the grudge continues because Yampi and King were facing off against each other in a 1v1 skirmish.
Yampi zase bude mlejt hovno, furt mluví, kámo, to.
This book of revenge written here and start with this first chapter winning the skirmish. It's so serious, Mimi.
It is. He's bringing up the deep cuts going all the way back to 2022, but that was the breakout tournament for Latam. You look at the history of this team and all of these players, except for King, are brand new, are rookies. Like Jen said, we're in middle school when the Vitality guys were making their name.
That was cold when she said that. I can't believe it.
It absolutely was. But
going back to 2022, Yampi on the radar is going back to 2022 as well.
Blinken, you missed it. Vitality pick up the win, 5-4.
Nevím, jak moc ODG beatable, jestli budou hrát tak dneska. Ale Vitality taky vypadají ve formě. Uvidíme dneska, jak budou vypadat Vitality.
Now let's see if Yampi can win out in the next phase of this battle as we go to the picks and bans. Surely the W's continue. Let's check it out.
Hello and welcome, guys. Let's do the map veto for Leviathan versus Vitality.
Ty pičo, jak je malinký ten kouč, vole. Jak Leviathan, vedle něj. To těme.
Alright, Vitality picks Team A, which means Vitality is...
No má přes 2 metry ten týpek od Riotu uprostřed. Ale je to fakt unlucky, že stojí vedle sebe, no.
Haven.
Ještě abych jsou plešatý, vole.
Leviathan is banning next. Sorry, you said Breeze. Okay.
Jako to je prostě, kámo. Unlucky, vole, genetická ruleta tohle, to je unlucky genetická ruleta. Malinký je také, že ho nechci nasrat? No nevím, kámo. Vypadá prostě roztomilej, vole. Ale ty si vem, co si vytočil, kámo, na genetické ruletě, chudák. Že je malinký, plešatej, jo. Jaj. Je jasný, vole, že je agresivní potom. To nejvíc agresivní kouš, co je, vole. Čau, Jan. Dělá Yampi tam.
Last 10 seconds.
Ascent.
Alright, Ascent.
Last 10 seconds.
Last 2 maps are Fracture and Pearl.
Čau, Xarim.
Pearl is banned, Decider's Fracture, and Vitality pick in the side.
Attack.
Alright, let me give you a quick recap. We start with Lotus, Leviathan attacks, then we go to split, Vitality attacks, and if we go to the Decider map, which is Fracture, Vitality attacks. Everything correct?
Yes.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you. Good luck. Thank you.
Talk about the maps in a little bit here, but before we do that, we want to talk about what we've been seeing as far as the talent on this team, because, you know, you'd heard earlier, right? King's playing with a bunch of younger players, right? Some rookies are taking the stage, but so is Vitality. They have...
Takže nuda, Decider. Já jsem nevnímal tohleto, asi pak podívám.
But he has a tall task today because he's dealing with the cool hand of Neon.
If you're talking about
Jakýmu zahraničnímu týmu fandíš? Všechno jsou zahraniční týmy, kámo.
No bigger front runners right now than Sayonara and Neon. Sayonara coming out of the tier 2 system in EMEA, he was immediately a massive point of success regionally, and he's kept his nerve internationally as well. The thing that impresses me the most about him is how he holds himself, how he speaks in interviews, how calm and collected he is in all of these different situations that Vitality has had to be going through this tournament, but it's exactly the same on the other side for Neon. He's been so good. I think it's
strašně zajímavý agent pool, ne, kámo, ten Sayonara.
Neon has been great and we've seen
Sova, Phoenix, Viper.
on the same side. Sayonara also
Iniciátor dualista kontroler.
For Vitality to pivot into whatever compositions they want, and I think that we need to remind ourselves too that Sayonara
has tam nějaký similarities, no, prostě.
long period of time. They banked in on this kid early to be able to get him on their VCT team, and only just came into the roster for stage 1 before attending this global event.
And well, Vitality added veteran players.
Všichni mají damage ability a jsou takový polopasivní agenti.
Playing in LEV Academy with the core of his team, fully taking
Sova,
the
Phoenix
risk
docela
to
častý.
put the team's future onto
Kdo další hraje
developing
Sovu a
talent. They
Phoenixe?
have 4 players who are stepping into their first global event here. They're now into a final weekend, an opportunity to make it into a lower final, and showing that development.
Podle mě nemá nikdo stejný agent jak Sayonara.
And while I'm excited for the prospect of this Leviathan lineup, The good news is for Vitality fans is you have a Derke, okay? And he is really freaking good at this video game. And
Nekoukám, shit region.
Is it Derke in time? We'll find out. Maybe we'll have to find out next time on Dragon Ball Z, but it could very well be the case here, Billy, because Derke has been playing some incredible
Full iniciátoři.
One thing that Derke can offer you at these global events is consistency. And yes, when
Full dualisti.
he was playing regionally in EMEA, it wasn't always hot, but
Krystal hraje Killjoy k tomu, jak Brock. Full iniciátoři. Full iniciátoři. Nevím, co tady má Blows, asi Sky. Tady je Sayo. Dualisti a Harbor. Iniciátoři. Jo, Brock má jaký vtipnej agent pool. Brock má jaký kámo zajímavý agent pool. Nic a Sejčka. Ethan má divnej agent pool kvůli Brockovi jakoby. Full iny, vidíš kámo, všichni mají jenom jakože full iny. Ej, Chavi má
was super team,
yeah.
And it turns out that maybe super team is a
Smogy.
bit of a bumpy road.
The super team narrative for me personally was a little bit dead. I think that you definitely have super team players and superstar players. When I think of
Smogy hraje Smoky k tomu, no.
When I look at Prophet,
Smogy hraje
Sayonara, the kind of rookie that
Arbora
to us as
a
being
Brima k
incredible,
tomu, k
certainly
dualistu.
has stepped up to the plate. When I think about Prophet, one of the best controllers coming out of EMA last year, but let's not forget, last year was his rookie
to má tady
in
kámo za
tier
odkaz?
1 when you consider the tier 2 performances that he used to put up too. And then of course you have Yampy. He is newer to the IGL when you consider the roster that he built with PAL last year.
Jak to funguje, když někdo vyhrál LEV a pak bude stage 2 a pak Champs, jak to funguje jako, když hrát na Champs? Když vyhrají stage 2? No. Ano, tak funguje ten systém right now. A prostě Masters jsou jakoby Champions, že jo? Masters jsou Champions, který si nikdo nepamatuje, nebo? Tak jako přeháním, abych musel hodně přemýšlet, kdo vyhrál Masters 2022 a 23. Ale vím, kdo vyhrál Champions. Ale jakoby ten event je to stejný, basically, ty týmy jsou stejný. Animation si vyhrál Champs? Ano. A co dostávám za líky ze scrimu, tak to vypadá aktuálně velmi, velmi dobře. Ale to je ještě long way to go, kámo, a pravděpodobně se ještě změní meta, takže need to keep grinding, keep pushing.
Unit, and that was the biggest thing coming into this tournament that I had said Vitality need to improve on to be able to have a deep run at the global event.
My big thing is I'm looking at the coaches, right? Who's going to keep the boys in track? Coach Powell has a great head on his shoulders, but so does owner. They are masters when it comes to manipulating the game, how they want their opponents to play. This is going to be a masterclass. You're going to see a little chess match here, people. You should be prepared for this one. Get a cup of water, get yourself a snack because it's going to be a good one. Let's send it down to the stage.
Mám snack, mám cup of water, mám tady 3,5 stupňů, ale... Kámoško, takový horko. Jsem neviděl tohle.
I've been here so many times.
Yeah, I mean, Derke and Sayonara are the ones that really you need to deliver here on this factory.
I feel like if you want to win the event, you need to be able to beat everyone.
There's no fear on the side of LEV. It feels like they never
Makes
had
sense.
fear. Sato! And he wants more.
We want to enjoy it as much as possible.
Sensational for the young man.
We don't want it to be the last.
I really like Leviathan. Their energy on the stage is really fun to watch.
Us five just standing up, screaming our rounds. I can tell it definitely gets to the opponent's head.
Je pičeno tady celý potřísnilo, teďko.
I think Sato brings insane atmosphere to their team and to the stage.
Is this going to be a secondary ace from Sato in one series?
Sato je dobrý showman, kámo.
Mechanically great player.
Mě baví.
For myself.
LEV closing in now.
Sato mě baví, kámo.
I know everyone's looking at Sato and Neon right now. I don't think they have any pressure. They're showing why they're so good. Last team of Rankas against last.
Potkal jsem je na rankedu chat, dostali jsme na prdel od random Turku.
Settle this here.
On a global stage.
Jen tak. Ty pičo, ale banger, nás to známe, Pablo. Banger, wow. OK. Konečně nástupovky jak lidi, vole. Ale doufám, že na grand finále bude furt stejný song a budou callovat jména, kámo. Actually, pokud by si nechali ten song, wow. A dávali tam Chronicle a vole to? We might be talking finally, kámo. Ale ten song, kámo, remixnutý, dobrý jak svině, kámo.
Throughout the history of esports, few battles have been as timeless as NA versus EMEA. But in the history of Valorant, those battles are often fought by the likes of G2 Esports, NRG, maybe even Fnatic, heck, even a foot from time to time. But this time, it's completely different. It's Leviathan versus Vitality, fresh blood to bring the hype on that stage.
Fresh blood on the side of LEV, but a lot
To bude stejná stage pro grand finálko. Znám, kolik tam je lidí. A to je udělané stejně jak Santiago, že to je nějaká obrovská hala. Že to vypadá, že tam je málo lidí, kámo. Vypadá, že tam je méně lidí, než tam doopravdy je, kámo. Je Markton. Lotus Split Fracture.
Very clean. They're one of the few teams besides G2 who's gone in this tournament actually playing this map with a Viper.
Jako Lotus vyhrajou Vitality Stompem, kámo.
And honestly, I think this is a pretty solid map for Vitality as well. Sure, I'd say LEV is favored.
They took Paper Rex down the other day.
It was a great approach from them in that one. So this is an interesting map pool, especially when LEV had the option to go into the Ascent. Choosing this split instead is a bit of a surprise to me.
I wanted to take it back though to map one. You specifically talked about Lotus and you were talking about, you know, the compositions, what we're going to be seeing here. And I guess the question that I'm wondering is, maybe you see Leviathan make that choice on attack. Does that tell you that maybe, just maybe, they have something cooking, or are they just trying to get that thing over with?
I think it's too late to change.
Especially
that massively. You'd have to rework most of your theory.
Maybe not comp change, but maybe just like how you approach certain elements, certain shit.
Jasný. Hned jak to vyšlo, kámo. Hodiny potom co to vydal, kámo. Jsou tam nějaký bangers.
I think are really great. The way that they re-clear space on this map is top tier. When Derke gets you up on defense as well, he's an absolute menace here. So I think it's a really, really big surprise in this series if LEV take this.
VIT určitě kupe, kámo. Rád tuhle ten
What I'd love
beat.
to see from LEV on this map, especially starting on that attack, is going for these refights, not always feeling as though they have to full send it every single time.
Jo, Michal. Neumím se bavit, jo, v pohodě. A mě nebaví, kámo, nobody moc. Nebo jakoby jeho styl hudby. Max s Patrikem.
You look at the rookies on the stage for LEV as well. 4 players stepping into their first global and now onto the biggest stage. And they're playing against some of the guys who have been there the most. Chronicle, Derke.
Mimi, they look comfortable.
They're the all-time best players of this game, but LEV doesn't look phased.
We've been doing this gig for a hot minute. Those kids look
Že se líš, že další VC kapsule budou Ghost? Jaká finta, Pablo, jaká finta. Ale to není moc chytrý. Na jednu stranu to je chytrý, protože všichni už mají klasik a nebudeš si kupovat, kámo, 7. klasik do prdele. Ale to stejný skoro. Ale buffujou teďko banditku, takže budou vydávat skin na pistolku, která se bude hrát míň než ta banditka. Probably. I don't know. Podle mě největší cinkatura, aby Blade by udělali jako Vandal, ale potom by neprodali žádný normální skin, to se takže... Zvědavej, jak to udělají.
And you mentioned LEV potentially going into that BO5 tomorrow. This roster only played their first BO5 in America's stage 1. It was the first one that they'd ever played. That's how new and young this roster put together is. I think for Vitality, you need to get off to a good start here.
But it's not all comfort for the other side either.
Kámoško.
Derke, you have Kron, but for Sayonara, Profik, Yampi, Coach Bal, those guys are also stepping into a deeper stage, a stage of a tournament
right to the deep end.
They haven't been to before. For Yampi, he was here, but that was absolute years ago.
And he's still holding the grudge. So clearly he's got a chip on his shoulder. But one thing that I do know for certain is that we are going to be treated to one hell of a matchup here. Because there's no world that Leviathan just wants to go without a whimper. And you know Vitality wants to show
Leviathan
that EMEA is here to
25%.
represent in their region.
Typ na vítěza.
From EMEA in America is fighting to stay alive. Folks, let's make some noise as we get ready for map 1.
Jo, kdo si myslím, že vyhraje, nebo komu to přeju?
Thank you so much, GB and the desk, and what a moment, right? New generation, same old battle. America's EMEA, a matter of survival. But in Mike, there's a lot on the line now.
Není to úplně... No, i když předtím Laudi taky byli. A tohle není NA, to je South, kámo. Mám nejzamek, najdeš ho na Kicku. Co si myslíš? Tak Paper si právě, že vyhrajou event celý. No nic, jdeme na to, dámy a páni, vítám vás u Lower Semifinal Vitality Leviathan. Kdo vyhraje, postupuje do Lower Final. BO5 proti EDG, kdo prohraje, jde na čaj s mlíkem. Maximálně tak. Agresivní Derke. Sajo, důležitý kill.
Step by step, but where do they head? Where do they want to finish here?
I don't know about this double stack over towards C right now. Actually wrapping through the spawn. Ampy at least will have a chance to check back over towards the A side. The door, giving away a sound cue here. Blows tagged up, but still looking healthy in the 3v3.
Sajo všechny cikám mohl vyklikat.
Is that consideration even going to drop, or you wait? There we are, seen it, Pixel, noted, player.
A to je beast, kámo. On má heal?
No plan yet, so they're going to be able to run this down a little bit. Neon, the perfect bait off the
On mu hodil někdo Ghosta? On měl začátku Ghosta, má psa, má heal. To nevychází. Mě trpl Ghost, aby měli heal? No to mohlo sebrat maximálně, a tam ještě nikdo neumřel, protože Derke umíral. To je Go to Tango.
Got plenty of time to play with though.
Yeah, but they're calm on this LEV. Blows now trying to sit in synergy with Neon. It's quick from Yampi though, and he's got to know where Blows is.
Letec! Letec! Sebral po Satovi? Ne, nesebral, protože když Sato umřel, tak ho insta-tradl Blows s tím Ghostem.
I mean, they do so well to even get themselves into a comfortable post plant, considering, like I said, Kron actually drifting a little further afield than you'd expect. Just looking for information, but...
To musí být insta pick-up, kámo, to mi nezdá. Kaž? Má klasik to... Tak z Neona to sebral? Jak se Blowsovi dostane Ghost do ruchy, jako... Ono to byl klasikem.
Chronicle will note at least presence early on. Get control of Mound. Again, info on the other side of the map as well.
And you look at the most recent games with LEV, those 4-1s were working wonderfully for them before. I think this is a bit of a different beast and a couple of different players.
Different beast.
I'm curious to see how Vitality have problem solved. Something that was so key for LEV in those previous series. And we know they've got the players with the firepower and the caliber to keep up to that approach, but has Vitality got a, I mean, I guess a cure at that point, a remedy for it?
To je throw od Chronicla, co dělá? Jen tak si pikuje nahoře, vole. Sayo, díky bohu za 2. Taky bych chtěl hruška. Pablo, ty jsi tam za barák, viď?
He's still on a pistol here, has to make something work from behind. Doesn't catch Neon.
No. May have noticed it on Profek there. Maybe able to put together they're all going to be dedicated towards site. So Profek's paranoia actually becomes pretty paramount.
Měl mega dobrou pozičku ten Spike in.
Plays it forward on the corner. Yampy and Derke in unison.
Derke. Derke. Kamaráde, ale mám to tronul ten Chronicle.
Even in a win for Vitality.
Beautiful opener here from King. Again, the patience shown, not to, noted early on, at least here towards Mount.
There's no double bet.
Just whittle away here with the TP not noted, maybe not noted in the moment, but Sayonara still catching two. Does really well in this situation. And he's kind of faced with a do or die moment with that paint shell going behind him. Opts to go forward, so needed something on that swing to trim the fat at least.
Já Ruško to ani nechci vidět možná. Já jsem to nerozklikával, já jsem viděl, co jsi k tomu napsal, že jsi napsal China number 1, tak bylo jasný, že tam máš EDG.
I feel like you still have to make them respect you first. They are going to be a confidence-based team. So they'll be up for a fight. My blind is dead. Vitality trying to show a little bit of force early on towards that C side.
This got China number 1.
I believe Lev guessing in terms of the buy, I guess here with all that damage done.
Dobrý bonus mají, ne? 4 pistolky.
We know that they're not too slippery when they play LEV. They're quite direct in approach. We hadn't seen them pump in many fakes or kind of working the map in that way. Now, obviously, with a different opponent, we see if that then changes potentially.
He's not happy with what they've seen early on here. They deal with the wall to potentially open up some opportunities elsewhere. I mean, it's Profek on an island right now, expecting Vitality to maybe clear this space outside map, but actually opting for a rotation instead.
Oni nemají Viper Leviathan, to je troll komplex svině. A ten komp hrajou i Paperex, no. Ale podle mě nehrát Viper, ten je Pietro. Ale uvidíme.
Lost here, Lev. Yampy turns the flash, he takes a lot of damage. Dealt with
dobrá hra.
Derke though with 10 seconds can do a lot.
Derke má ale Thanos formu.
Derke still here, has the specials deny.
To je goat, kámo, jako Derke má formu vyhrát event. Derke má formu vyhrát event, kámo.
With next to nothing as the clock that comes to bite Lev.
I mean, the original Iceman Derke there, pulling off the MasterCard Thrifty, and you saw there was that just almost hesitation.
Ten Blows, kámo, nechtěl třeba plentit někde, kde mu nemůže dát ten sečo? Už ten Blows neplentí jinde.
They took so long to even pressure towards A. They know potentially two players, maybe even a stack behind that. And then it's Yampy to be isolated, and they think, great, we've opened up the other side, outside of that stack.
Experience diff, experience diff.
Have a massive effect in terms of Lev's inventory, but
experience diff, come on.
Showstopper now online.
I'm scared if he's going to have a game here today. We'll keep a little watchful eye towards it, but for Lev, they need to stabilize. It feels like their approach has been quite well read, or at least considered by Vitality. Now, whether or not you can still continue that further forward is yet to be seen. Lev have opportunities here, but I feel like that first hurdle, they're not getting the same walk in the park that they've had in the past. However, eyeing up this A site, you can see the amount of bodies here. It's being mirrored by Vitality. There's 4 players on this side of the map so early.
Spicy's going to be removed. There's not really anything to counterbalance that. Yampy will fall though, slight overpeak from him. Derke's here though. I've shut this down. Deal with the Seekers. It doesn't really tell them too much though.
No, but they've got a lot of, I guess, space and freedom on that B side because of King. He's done exceptionally well.
It's Derke in time.
There should be an awareness in the back of Lev's minds, excuse me, Vitality's minds. But again, they've given up a lot of space for this. Lev kind of threading the needle to find it, and Neon does get the reward on Profek.
Actually heading all the way to wrap this from A. Derke still to know.
Little Jolbanks.
Showstopper could do real damage here.
Yeah, but King feels like he's in that checkmate position. Oh,
Nah, Sato to musel zabít. To bylo round deciding.
Maybe not with
Oh.
Miracle finding a way in. Sends the showstopper. How dare I doubt the original two, but blows left with it all on the plate. 1v.
Fnatic duo chat.
Another tap, blows.
Nah.
Chronicle trying to dig him out, but he's got to go now. Blows knows it.
Fnatic duo to dojebalo.
Lev answering back
Jaj!
with a final player.
Jak jsem mu klepe rukáčům? Jako chápu to, ale... I tak to je funny, ale...
Very early on for Vitality. So Chronicle's got so much ground to cover. Yeah, making that decision because he's noted on the wall. They're going to expect him outside B, but Lev don't lean into that.
No pressure, kámo. Je to jenom hra.
Some of these crossfires on site.
Je to jenom hra, kámo.
TP available now for Spike. Neon just one away from the Blade Storm.
Ti dělá, kdyby hráli mistrovství světa.
Stills in a hero rifle here for Derke. Chronicle postured up though.
Jeez. With this? Yeah, come on. Lev's going to clear that all day long, and this is a great opportunity for Leviathan to just build some confidence. Does it get quelled though? Derke has
Derke je vytočený, kámo.
Again, it feels like it's just a really nice temperature check on how Lev like to play, but dealing with the rest of this round, I don't think it's Sato taking space. Yes, it's against pistols, but you look at Sayonara now, he's got the upgrade. You look at Derke, there's still...
O, Derke na Derke, Sayo na flanku s Vandalem. Konečně nemá Phantom. Ale Leonarda je úplně v klidu, kámo. Oj! Goutík na flanku.
This is when it gets dangerous. Now you got threats, you got to fight on.
A to je starý, jaký mám jiný ještě. Co se mu stalo? Jemu se jak byla myška, vole. Kamaráde, těm Leviathan strašně pracují s tresíkem.
Not out of the chair yet. Yeah, damage done. A big ultimate from Sato, who's just desperate to convert here. Rightfully so in this situation. You have to respect the showstopper that late into a post. Not sure what exactly happened there. I mean, thank God blows falls to Derke at just the right moment.
Tam si tady s dovolením papání.
And I want to put a little bit of credit towards Neon here as well. Considering that Derke had made a very authoritative start to things, he was very much controlling the tempo, being very much in their faces. Neon's done very well to match that. Right back into it, leading the pack here. We've already had our eyes on this young man.
Speaking of.
And well, talk about the amount of space he's going to get and the confidence, but does it again get checked? Sayonara is so prepared for that.
Almost read very well into this seaside hit now, especially with the util being invested. Sato caught with the blind.
Ooh.
Lucky to escape with his life there.
Oh, it's going to get messy now. They have no idea what's going on. Is there going to be pressure beyond this? No, they actually just stall out for a second. They didn't want to crunch on that. Oh, but an angle found. And Sato going to have to try and get himself healthy again. They are down to 3 and they need him in this round.
Coming through as well. Spike's not going to be able to go down here just yet, so they have to fight.
Paranoia huge, kámo.
Just got to be careful to not overdo things. Allow for an instance to happen, but King's fallen. Blows in reaction. Profek on Anita. And it's all on Sato. 1v3, man. It would take miracles. And they ain't happening now. Vitality. Again, right place, right time. I want to look at the start of that round.
Again, a real opportunity, like I said, for Vitality to slow things down here, but Lev almost just misread or misgauge the timing here. There's a moment where you have to prioritize one of these fights. Once the smokes drop, all this U2 exchange expires, somebody has to go forwards. It's another situation where the spike's not being planted in that one window you would expect it to be. And again, Lev can rely on that scrappy fighting, but we're not seeing them commit just yet.
Yeah, there's not enough pressure behind it to really instigate any
further.
Knives to be dependent
on. Bagetka, když je čerstvá, jak je dobrá, kámo.
With that operator, but back towards what we were seeing.
Vezmi tě štvrdnout.
Rinse and repeat, and hopefully to a different outcome here. Gonna be able to at least beat the wall.
No, mega dobrý jsou ty stírový tyčinky, co mají, volem. Ale actually top 1 pečivo, tak je to docela drahý, je kámo pile, taková ta slaninovo-sýrová bageta, to je vždycky jak naložená, kámo, ne, třeba ty plátky, vole, slaniny, 3 plátky sýra.
4v4, there's the tipping of the scales. Sato in on it, Sayonara back. Hard to split these two, but the time is on Lev's side. And now you got to look at what's remaining. Neon waiting for someone to walk that smoke. Anyone to try and make a move. It's gorgeous from Neon. A lovely read of the game. And Derke, he knows the door is shut here. This, again, another round for Neon in my mind, where he has been the difference maker.
Co ten Neon farmí zas, kámo, je proti Paperex farmil.
Creating so much pressure. You can see Vitality just waiting for an overbit. I mean, Derke's wall banging through to Link on repeat because there's just nothing to do in this downtime. They trade perfectly out towards C-Link as well.
What a suck.
Again, you got to question what's being called in this situation for Vitality. I don't know, it's just waiting for one of the extremities to pay off, but it didn't even look close to those two engagements that were key for them.
4-3 now.
I just noticed that was all without popping the blades.
Yeah.
That was just a shorty.
Which is wild, right? Like, that's actually outrageous.
Who's in their spawn?
Just a different generation, man. Now, let's see Vitality feel they have the freedom, at least towards A for now. As slowly start clearing towards C, or at least showing a little bit of something on C. They want to keep this clean. Hard to find stability in a tempoed game like this.
Well, Vitality happy to lean into conceding a lot towards B. And correct read here for them. Sayonara really the one to do damage.
He's got the Guardian.
To se ho z Guardian nemůže štípnout.
It's only a classic for him, sadly, so very, very hard to be imposing if they figure that out. Flash to find nothing as well. This is very patient from Lev, actually.
Respecting maybe. Well, I say respecting what actually led them astray earlier on with a Vitality.
You
see a similar situation here. 20 seconds.
It actually might compound the problems they're about to as it stands, Lev got the right read and the great catch from King. Again, showing some real diligence and patience with that explosivity. It is a lovely sight to see. This round, they've really buttoned up here. Again, this is against pistols and a slight upgrade for Sayonara, but beyond that, the way they've approached this so far, Mike, to me, tick in the box.
Way more clinical this time around.
Actually, misplay podle mě měli reclearnout C main, volem. Někde to nějak vyhrál a měli do Bčka a z Bčka revirnout C main prostě. Nevím, jsem hater.
Well, I say respecting what actually led them astray earlier on with an awful buy from Vitality. Was the clock.
A reveal moc brzo, kámo, nereveal hodně hned, potom probleru, kámo, stresu, no.
Defensive side. Have to give all three up.
Yep. And I really want to kind of give credit here to Lev, because I know that in an exciting manner we've seen that explosivity, their hyper aggression, their kind of
Nic moc, kámo, timeout možná
I guess willingness to stick to their ethos as well. And they've really been challenged in it to this degree, but seeing them already adapt a nice amount of patience, these really heavy burst site takes. It's brilliant to see a bit of depth to them as well.
And again, the read is right from
Leo.
They're usually 2 or 3 people on one side, anticipating that sort of approach. Again, the way in which they're winning out.
Leo kámo, Leo si ho mačká.
We talked about the smokes dropping and kind of being
agresivně.
Left in a weird spot where the spike's not planted and they're not then committing to that second wave that has suited Vitality more so, but still.
Fuj, už není taky Orkos, konečně.
Je, ale ne takový. Vitality certainly going to be
můžu dechat.
built around maybe making use of more players on one side of the map. I certainly do want to see them maybe dig out a player like King. We've seen Neon to be the one lurking outside rubble and kind of posturing up, and again, it's always a clear indicator in this sort of composition. You see all of the duelists, there is an opportunity to do something.
Yeah, we'll see if they can figure it out. Again, audience-wise, I think you can hear it.
Je odlea.
The LEV fans have turned
Kámo,
up today.
decent, ale...
Already seeing a nice bit of resilience from them here. The buy back in hand vitality. And a necessary...
Čekal jsem od toho víc, kámo.
You could kind of feel the change.
Similar situation to what I was just talking about. Neon.
On není totiž odlea, je to jakoby... Že Leo to zkontroloval Bonkarově, to prostě... Coaching video od Bonkara, vole, s nějakým Diamond týpkem. Ten Bonkar tam dává prostě rutinu, no. Takže je to takový... Takový polostěmý. No, tam není ani vidět, ani slyšet v tom guidu. Já Chronicle, kámo. Co to je?
Maybe just trying to back himself in a fight, but has given up the site, and Sayonara has to respect this.
That was not noted though, finally picked up by Sato. Derke now to try and deny. That won't land.
Jaká být jejich coach, tak už je hukot.
I didn't like that at all from what I saw from Vitality then on C. They looked a little lost in how they wanted to handle that slower side take coming in, kind of caught in between two ideas.
That's exactly what I was talking about. They need to convert that pressure onto Neon into something. They don't even deal with the wall. We opting here to hold on to what they've got. Like I said, if that's
hukot by byl, kamaráde, už.
Back out of sight, maybe.
Either back out or commit to it.
Yeah, it was
honestly,
that
trade out on the front line. Con's got a smoke to slip into. I mean,
Sluníčko placený her.
It's black and white. There's an opportunity for him really to get involved, but
I just want them on the same page if they're going to do it, and I think that opportunity for Lev is going to love it. They're going to lap
that. To si ještě počkáš, Urza.
Coming out of a timeout is to see the thing I want Vitality to do, which is to pressure at least onto Neon. Again, don't necessarily learn too much behind that.
Já tam šel hodně na ohroženě. A to už bylo 4v5, že jo, takže... A jakoby winrate retakeuje... Winrate retakeů byla stejná šance jako... že on vejde zpátky do toho situ a zabije někoho, to bylo... Podle mě to měl stejný winrate a tak to aspoň uloží zbraně. No Chronicle to dojebal total. Tam hraje s nožíkama, vůbec nevím co bylo. No, dali pryč toho Cčka, čum. Mě piče, neumíš hodit Cčko, jdi na Ačko. A neumí hodit Ačko. Kámo, mi neříkej, že Vitality jdou domů, jako hrajou tragicky, vole.
More than likely take the round down to Derke, Sayonara and Profek. Doesn't feel like they're on the same page here.
No. Back in here at a disadvantage. Flo's at least going to identify it. Need a free catch here. Could it be Derke onto King? Trying to offset that, forced off Heaven at least, but still doesn't really net them anything.
No, and it's such an arduous task to just get back towards sight. That's going to help matters, but the speed up now has to be sublime.
Derke Sayo zachrňou individualitama jako legit.
He's got the spike at least in eyesight for now. And the time is ticking, beautiful. It's over.
A kde je Sayo, kurva? Co holdí jako? Změnu vidět není, kurva. By to chytl napravo. Dělej! Ty píčo! Co to je? No, no, má tilt, kam já už si hrát. Kdyby to chytil Derke, úplně vzadu na tom spajku, tak ho maximálně wallbang z mainu. Hlavně se ho má stát vedle něj a ne kámo u toho mainu. What the fuck is this?
Comes a little flustered when it comes down to that 2v1. Beautiful. Watchparty running the clock down.
Impressive work from Lev. I'm really genuinely enjoying this.
Lepší nehrát Viper, když nehraješ s tou valou stejně nikdy. Teďko zkouším. To na hraní s valou by museli se Jampy podívat na vodko Itna, no. Ten je nejlepší na světě hraní Hobita s tou Viper valou. Ale podle mě potřebuješ hrát Phantom na to a on má Vandal teďko, takže whatever.
almost abusing one of the most decorated players in this game, Chronicle. They are making it look like that's the goal. Sayonara here in support. Let's see if they can be, again, synchronized in this. But LEV laying plans for later, not committing to this C approach.
Profek obviously want to take this space with the paranoia previously. Happy to stay present. Let's catch a little info here, just not a shot. I don't think he spotted anything there, but he certainly was seen. And it's 4 to creep back behind this now.
What a lovely gear shift again, going back to those 4-1s. We know that.
Tohle je ten reveal, který měla předtím, by the way, teďko z Bčka na Cčko.
Security on the site in case they're walking in blind. They'll get great information on this as well. They know they've got room to play into here. Profek desperate to catch the cross, but has to give away position. Yampi on the right side of the map. 13 seconds, this could get dangerous, it could get close, but they've found safety in numbers, they've found security in this. Plant now in playtime on their side, and LEV lighting up the kills, spikes in, once in, buries them alive. Chronicle and Sayonara.
Když už teda hrajeme ten retake, chlapi, co takhle vole to retakeovat s tou Vice ultinou? Děkuju.
Yeah, now you got to make the most of it though. Blows, gets involved early, takes the head off of Sayonara's shoulder as Chronicle. Left to do it all.
Další timeout okamžitě. Nebo na half-timeu, kámo, musí je seřvat. Ty vole, tohle je, kámo, nechutný Valorant. Nechutný. 3 lidi umřou, než vůbec se dostane k té Vice ultině. What the fuck? Vytrhám si vlasy, kámo. Proč je Vice? No to je jeho Vice dobrý, kámo, jsem se lek. To byla vole Leviathanová zíka. A stejně do píči měl ultit rychle ještě ten Chronicle, anebo neměl Derke píkovat, anebo neměl Profek padnout do dropu. Ty vole, cokoliv do píči. Jenom ne tohle. Jako hrajou třeba jak Pacific, kámo. Takhle hráli, kámo, Pacific, vole, v ME. To si nejde.
The info, the swing looked a little too choreographed, but it actually delivers. And now Vitality want to get involved. Profek shoulders up, takes away Sato, down a 3. Advantage to Vitality.
Člověk je agresivní, co jo. Ty píčo. Disaster. Je dead, co je dead, jako.
Sato screwed. Surely he can't live here. Dead, gone, bye-bye, 3v3. Yampi tries to backfill the space, but Neon overwhelms. And catch!
Joruklona tam, no, má Joruklona.
LEV absolutely outclassing them on all fronts here. They've re-secured A. They took the long road for it, but they've got it.
Jestli nedají pistolky Vitality, tak 0-2. Insta.
Push forwards regardless. Lev slipping into tree here. Gonna force Chronicle to work for this one.
Jak se furt hejbe ten Spike z ním, protože ví, že double hold je scam, vole. A Chronicle plánuje jakoby to hrát na výhru, anebo na KDčko.
He must know now that they've given up sight and they're in towards tree.
And it feels too little, too late, but I'm happy to be wrong. The swing, it is together, it's in unison, and it's dominant from
Proč skoupujeme na close range?
These guys look astounding.
Yeah, a beautifully called half here. Vitality unable to really find value from these angles. That's to say as well, Sayo's getting a ton of kills. Chronicle, unfortunately, falling short in my eyes in this first half. But I mean, that's not to take anything away from the way LEV are approaching this. Really well drilled first half here from LEV.
Flash?
Highly impressive stuff. But a man who started well was Derke. And we spoke with him about Vitality's dominant win over FUT for this HyperX player moment.
I mean, I thought game against FUT will be a bit closer, as it usually was. I feel like SOP and Xeos didn't have as good game as they usually have. I feel like they might be tired, maybe something else happened, but also I think once you play someone 3 times in a row, you kind of get used to them, and in my opinion, it's a strong team, and we were kind of surprised that it was a bit easier than it used to be. So yeah, we were actually like doing really great on the server and kind of like recognizing the patterns or also knowing what to expect from them.
With every bit of pressure that's placed on the shoulders of Foot, they keep opening up even more mistakes. You can see it in the way that they're playing. It's wide swings, not set up at all. It's death from 1,000 cuts. Vitality perfectly happy to dish this one out. Kristali doing his best. It's 3 quick kills, but immediately.
Oddělej úplná krása.
I mean, getting at least top 4 this
Profesionální streamer, kámo.
feels amazing after missing so many last year and even this year missing Santiago. I think it means a lot for me because now I got like a couple friends with me, Yampi and Chronicle, also 2 new teammates, Rofek and Sayonara, so I'm really excited to play with them still. I really want to show people how good we can be and how much we prepare for this tournament or even this year overall. I think we can do even better than top 4 at this Masters.
And I have to say it again and again to me
Break
here.
Masters.
LEV have come out
Vitality,
and
kámo,
set the
forma
bar
extrémně.
exceptionally high. The in-game leadership on point, the adaptation on point, and they are gunners in the server.
Yeah, it's the level of comfort as well. Vitality, like I said,
hlad.
barely even
Na druhou mapu dáme papání.
forcing any sort of pressure onto LEV. A number of situations here where you tee up certain players. I come back to Chronicle, unfortunately not to harp on it, but he's good for his 1 usually in that anchor position, and I mean historically even good for 3 in those situations. Fortunately now it's the perfect recipe for LEV. Again, you question this composition, or the questions around this composition here. They don't have to force the issue now on the defensive side.
Teď nebo nikdy.
A lot of work to be done here for Vitality to get back in.
Jako je to atak mapa levě, ten má atak kom, takže...
Lean towards C here for LEV.
Ale 4-8 je bída.
Plant the seed of doubt. Smoke here could potentially weaken Spikes' ability to anchor solo here towards A. He's got 4 members of Vitality headed his way.
Yeah, but the timing on this as well, it feels like they're going to miss the boat a bit. Maybe banking that the smoke is being respected as kind of a feign, but at this point, if your Spike's in, you've got to stay on guard, and the rest of LEV have got to feel something's not right.
Tady do toho Janspu dostal Benji jakou facku.
Spikes in now knows it. They've been slowly creeping towards that A site. He has help as well. Blows behead.
Sajus!
Saying goodnight to him.
Insta one way heaven.
Spikes in backside. Didn't commit to try and make it out. Has the paranoia, tries to invest, plays ahead of it, plays up front of it, tries to maybe buy.
Tohle je full scripted playstyle, co dělá ten Spikes in, a vypadá to actually mega dobře.
LEV, I thought they were out of this round already, but no.
Úplně vidíš, že to má nadrilovaný, kámo, ty reakce. Jump spotuju main, spotnu týpka, fall back into drop, smoke midside. Jiggle, paranoia a opět repeat. A opět hrát jenom čas a space v dropu. To je full jakoby... Oh, kurva, handmade playstyle.
Punishing the hesitation from Vitality. LEV are looking too good.
Vitality on a brute force here, but Spikesy does so well to slow things down. It's one of those few situations where you have to deal with drop. You have to go forward. You can't really garner the plant you want without dealing with that.
Sato's up.
It's heartbreaking as well because Vitality get the first kill you want to see on this approach to site. They just can't dig him out of that position.
Forsujou normálně. Sayo forsuje Stinger a ne Sheriff.
So maybe turn a pace here. It's going to build mainly around Derke here. Plenty of light shields to punish. Offset that as well. Sayonara and Profek. Stingers to hand.
I guess the tough part as well is that Vitality didn't even see LEV on this kind of stack towards mound. They didn't get to kind of figure that out early. So that's going to be something they have to learn pretty quick. No catch on the flash. You can see how deep Vitality is still playing.
Spam not too far off here from connecting, but no damage done. This now will at least note some investment here. Side of Vitality. No secrets about this on the way in.
Co, jak to se bíhá, ne? Má potrénovaný z rankedu.
get some safety here, but knocking on the door is LEV. They are not far away and they don't need
Nemohli
much
ten drop.
encouragement. Keep in mind how explosive this team can be.
Co se mu to odrazilo?
Finally,
Co je s tím molikem?
already and waiting, already signed
Co se mu to stalo, kámo? To bůh nějaký, vole. To odrazilo o nic, kámo. Co se to rozplizlo jako ten... What?
Feels a little desperate. They look dead to rights, man. This is LEV looking so locked in. Shots from Chronicle.
Má kill a nade, kámo. Oba jsou na hit. Oba jsou na hit. Potřebuje dát kill a dostane nade. Potřebuje na tab dát spam kill. Klasik ne, kámo, máš outlaw. Kámo, máš outlaw, do piče! Protože nedá, kámo, aspoň double spam s tím outlawem, pak až klasik. Já probombím ten monitor, kámo. Reálně. Jako to byla extrémně velká šance, že týpka hitne, by the way, z metru. Když přesně ví, kde ta bomba je, ještě je v rohu ta bomba. A by the way, hrál nejvíc pasivně tu 1v2, když víš, že hraje proti Smokerovi, by the way. Proč nestarčoval, než... Chápeš? Proč nestarčoval do mainu, než dostane smoke? Já jsem strašný generál tady po válce, ale kámo... I don't know. Někdy mi přijde ten decision making těch lidí úplně... Prostě full shock, kámo. Přišlo mi, že ten Derke byl úplně full shock, že dostal smoke na hlavu. To je no fucking way, když kalčuje proti Smokerovi. What the fuck, man?
And again, need I remind you, this is Vitality's map choice. They opted to come into this. Sit at 4 rounds, 3 of those garnered at the very start of the first half. Since then, it's been a lockout.
Jo, viděl jsem Ruška, no.
A cut above, quite substantially too. This hasn't, I mean, in a couple of rounds gone a little close short, but it hasn't felt that close here.
Vytvete mohli se Sionarovi spadnul perfektně na high ground. Nevím, co tím básní chtěl říci, ale... Mně teda přišlo, to chtěla bouncenout do dropu, Sionara, aby tam pak mohl swingnout, ale... Už tam budem. Už tam budem.
Sounds a little too simple, but that's what it takes, and Neon's not allowing it. Chronicle looking all too easy to clear. And now Spike's inside a read into...
Jako to, že má King třetím kole Odin a Vitality ho neměli celou halfu, je kriminál, no. To je actually kriminál. A Sato hraje jak Ethan, takhle hraje Ethan. No, úplně ne.
B-side looking like where they might pivot towards, but caught before the smoke plume. Blows, stands guard, and Derke taking so much damage. And there he is, Neon waiting.
Hotovo 20.
Took away Kron, took away Derke. This man doesn't care about the old gods. Irrelevant in his mind. As Profek and Yampi desperate to convert around. Taking so much. LEV are just better by all accounts. With 24 HP and a bit of a dream. Oh, it's just not gonna happen.
Neviděl jsem Code Geass. Na pár dílů jenom.
Looking so much sharper today.
A musí proběhnout generational reset, jako. Vole, všeli mega dobrý, jak pikl s tím psem.
Up against the ropes now, 3 rounds to continue this streak for LEV. I mean, look at the timeline.
It's dominance, man. How many times can we say this about
4-2 na 4-11.
Suffering under the hand of Paper X, right? So you thought maybe relatively equal. But there is a large difference between them so far. At least here on Lotus.
By the way, ten force byl třeba nejhorší, podle mě. Outlaw ještě v pohodě, ale že forsovali full team za stavu 4-9. To byl prostě all in, kámo. Jak vypadá ta hra, teďko forsují každý kolo na sílu. Jak nehrajou ani jeden full buy, kámo. Na lepší straně. Nevím. Nevím, kámo, bolí mě to. Bolí mě to vidět.
First chance to see actual rifles in hand. Some ults here. But LEV have found 12.
Actual rifles? Almost je Maršalka actual rifle.
Map performance. In a dominating fashion. Seek is available for blows. Again, these rounds aren't really reliant on the investment coming from LEV. Vitality have to find 8 rounds to extend play here on Lotus.
Good luck. None of the map feels particularly safe either. You don't want to go towards Mound. You don't know if maybe Neon slipped on B again or what's gone on towards Rubble. You're walking in the dark.
There's 4 on this side as well, Lauren. It's been an absolute bloodbath to end here. They haven't shown face just yet.
Lauren.
Actually now Spike scene's...
He's not been shown on his feet before.
I mean, it's in no man's land though.
Čum, další prostě naučený patterny. Kámo, oni hrajou tak strašně scripted, vole. On hraje scripted je prostě reakci na defendu, kámo. To mně připadá, kdyby nehrál ani tu hru, kámo, ten Spike Zine, on je jenom robot. Takže ten týpek je jenom robot, kámo. A Omenovi tam daný. GG.
Take him across the line of Chronicle on 10 HP, but LEV
GG.
are absolutely relentless in the pursuit of perfection. Map 1 dominance, and that was Vitality's choice.
Well, a single look in here for Vitality.
Chat, je Evropa cooked?
Do not go anywhere. We will be right back with Split.
Je Evropa cooked? Shit. Vypadá to tak? To vypadá s někým, to už je serióznost. Vypadá to mě chce.
He's hunting down that title. The time to write the next chapter in the esports history books is finally here.
Dneska mi tady vyskočilo video by the way.
To si proč je Valorant?
S názvem tohle může být konec pro Valorant. A má to 30 minut, kámo. 30 minut, ne. Chtějte vědět, až bude začínat druhá mapa. Jdem to rozkoukat.
Prostě proč je Valorant tak skurvenej?
Hey mister, may I get one map?
Proč je Valorant tak skurvenej? Nevím, kámo. Neonka.
Please.
I got you, boss. Are you cool with updates with zero substance, horrible map pool, bundle slop, no fun, dog water agent rollouts, and every role being in the worst spot they've ever been in?
A můžu to vypnout, týpek, úplně všechno, co tam řekl, tak sedí, můžu to vypnout.
27 se mi líbí.
Tam to skončí. No, jak je smutnej. Kamo, reálně, jo.
I got you, boss.
Valorant.
Are you cool with updates with zero substance?
Překlad do češtiny, dám, OK, dám.
Horrible map
nejhorší map pool, kamaráde, oni vždycky vyberou nejhorší map pool, ty dobrý mapy dají do hoven. Do bundlu už přidávají plný hovna, kamo, dřív přidali nový skin do bundlu, třeba Reaver, každý skin je na animace, kurunami, každý reload je na animace, víš, jsou úplně sick, jak debil, teď je to všechno.
Jdeme dát realistický feedback, čet, realistický feedback od někoho, kdo to hraje každý jeden 6 let.
Reálně reusujou finishery, jenom dají jinou barvu.
No fun.
Bez srandy, kámo, ta hra už no fun at all, i když hraješ, to je jediná hra, jediný, jak ty můžeš mít, kámo, zábavu, že hraješ 5 stack a trolíte to, jinak u té hry nejde mít fun.
Dogwater agent.
Úplně shitový agenty, kamaráde, vydávají.
The rollouts and every role being in the worst.
Jak to, že lidi baví CSko i 20 let, čet?
Každá role, kámo, úplně
Give me the sauce.
nejhorší místo, nejhorší situaci, kámo, každá role úplně dog shit.
Never been in.
Jakože já chápu POVčko a jakože části s tím souhlasím, jenom chci to nechat jakoby racionálně. Tady vidím chlap nalevo, jakoby tam vidím emočně zabarvené reakce. Jak to chtěl racionálně vyřešit toto. Ale samozřejmě souhlasím s tím, že Valorant poslední roky na úpadku, protože úplně dojebali, kámo. Dojebali podle mě tu neonku totálně, vole. Neonka je fakt, kámo, disgusting state of Valorant. Bylo to strašně dlouho. Strašně moc lidí přestalo hrát Valorant kvůli neonce. Naštěstí už se začíná léčit trochu Valorant, ale lidi podle mě bylo potřeba ještě čas na to, aby zjistili, že může píčit na ně.
Valorant has a problem and I'm sad. The game is unfortunately in a pretty bad spot, and I don't know if other people share the same opinion, but I want to get mine out there. Kinda as like a cry for help, because I really do
všichni jsme smutní, že Valorant sakuje S, ale Valorant sakuje S a proto my jsme smutní, chápeš? Jo? Já bych byl rád, kdyby ta hra, kamaráde, žila víc než kdy jindy, kamaráde, a dařilo se té hře, byla to pecká, mohl jsem jí hrát každý den a těšit se na ní, kamaráde. A prostě užívat si to, ale this game is doo-doo.
Game, and I still actively play it, but I want to play it less and less, and that shit sucks, dog.
Každý to chce hrát míň a míň, když se dostane do té fáze, kdy ji zapne jednou za týden, a pak se dostane do fáze, kdy už ji třeba 2 týdny nezap, ani mu to nevadí, kámo. A pak když ji zapne, tak první den je to dobrý, první den pecky, druhý den si říká, že whatever, a už třetí den je to třeba zase otravný, kamarád. Já mám třeba měsíc pauzu, jo, já jsem si dal měsíc pauzu a říkal jsem si, že to bude dobrý, a bavilo mě to týden, a po týdnu už jsem byl z toho zase úplně zničený, kámo.
Depends.
Look at these recent updates.
Depends. Podle mě záleží na člověku v tomhle. Co si tak pamatuju, tak Sora neměl jednu jedinou pauzu, plně to má jakoby... Tak Alešek, prostě si dávají pauzu, kámo, od všeho. Prostě nedokážou... To je prostě nějaké personality, které nedokážou, kámo, být na jedné věci dlouhodobě. A já to mám třeba opačně. Že jakoby Alešek potřebuje tady hrát TFT, pak když se přehraje TFT, tak musí jít hrát, kámo, Wild Rift, když se přehraje Wild Riftu, tak potřebuje koukat na seriály, on potřebuje koukat na anime, potom se zase hraje Valorant, potom tohle, potom tamto. Chápeš, to prostě takhle to mají lidi. A it's okay. Já to mám tak, kámo, že dělám jednu věc a dělám ji furt. Když jsem hrál LOLko, tak jsem prostě hrál jenom LOLko. Když jsem hrál CSko, tak jsem hrál jenom CSko. Když jsem dělal YouTube, tak jsem dělal jenom YouTube. Prostě dělám jednu věc vždycky jenom. Takže mě to jakoby nevadí, ale souhlasím s tím, že jakoby by to mohlo být lepší.
Added voice lines.
Alešek, teďko není co dělat, Adam, teďko je off-season. Takže jakoby, normálně bych na Aleška tlačil, ale teďko si říkám, že ho nechám chvilku v klidu. Že stejně není žádný turnaj pro tier 2 minimálně měsíc, takže ať si odpočívá. Ale jakmile už to bude hrot, tak ho začnu zase jako pushovat a on sám jakoby, a on mě nepotřebuje, to říkáme tak jako z prdelky, ale sám prostě nabíjí teďko svoji passion for the game, že ji ztratil skrz Navi, že jo. Že to bylo něco jiného, než očekával prostě od tier 1. Takže teďko akorát nabíjí passion for the game a věřím tomu, že něco vymyslíme s Aleškem. Co jsme se tak psali, tak jakože jsme si, jako jsem tak z toho jako cítil jsem z toho, že bychom si spolu zahráli klidně znova, jakoby, takže kdo ví, co uvaříme. Kdyby se to povedlo, bylo by to krásné.
updatey, voice liney, kámo, normálně, udělání tyhle hezčí, vole, textury, píčo, vole, ale nedaj mi to, že Neonka mě tam ničí jak dement, nerf nový, vlastně to vůbec nerf není, protože mi stejně slide na prdel, víš co.
Jsem říkal s tou Neonkou.
Viper and made Gecko marginally.
To několikrát bude zmíněna Neonka.
Next update, added voice lines for Sova.
Super update, to je super. To ocením, když ta hra sakuje prdel.
Sakuje prdel.
Půlkou rohlíku, jednou z něj bude fakt obávaný predátor.
Jo, Utapikos! Děkuji za 2 euros donatos. Valo nemůže být konec, máme Urana. Dneska jsem viděl, kámo, nějaký TikTok od Urana, jak tam farmí prostě vysoké asy nad lobby a má z toho, kámo, jakože absolutní Vánoce. Podle mě, jo, Braven, podle mě, tohle je prostě jenom nějaký cyklus lidí. A ne každý prostě to má jako já, že je vnutý na hlavu a dokáže prostě OTPčko a Vladimíra Roh v kuse 12 hodin denně. To stejně jako to dělám se Sovou, kámo, 6 let, nebo 5 let. Prostě jsem to zažil moc krát, že prostě lidi přijdou a lidi odejdou i jako v životě a i k tomu Valorantu. Prostě se točí ty streameři a se přijdou zpátky. A teďko je jenom nějaký downtime a jsem si hodně jistý, že možná i ta nová mapa už to nakopne, což je za pár dní, ale co na jistotu to nakopne zase, bude to ANCčko. Jakoby ten roster, co furt není by the way ještě oznámený oficiálně, je tak insane a celý ten event je jakoby plně tak insane, že to zase, kámo, přivede zpátky lidi na Valorant a zase bude nový cyklus. A spoustu nových hráčů je jakoby v high elu a i takhle, víš, že prostě jasně, že ta hra není fresh, když ji hraješ 5 let. Jasně, že není ta hra fresh, když ji hraješ 5 let, kámo, ale pro někoho, kdo tu hru najde novou, tak je úplně píči z toho. Chápeš? Já jsem viděl záznam ze Spike Masters VV Tower, spíš na to rád, jo, to bylo top. No jakože co mě actually vadí, je, že nejsou v Česku žádný, že letos nebyl Comic Con třeba. Milionová smlouva. Kámo, doufám, že něho sveze v tom lambu. Asi tolik k tomu. Podle mě potřebuješ mody pro casual hráče, jak máš Adam Mayhem v LoLku. Nahledí na rankedu. Jo, souhlasím určitě, Barven, no. To jako na to brečím dlouhodobě, že není žádný for fun mod, že ta hra nejde hrát fully for fun. Já bych strašně chtěl nějakou kampaň, jako byla v CSku, kde máš prostě nějakou single player, jenom prostě relaxační pičovinku. A jak by to lidi zajímalo, mohl bych z toho dělat videa a tak dále. A sám bych si odpočinul i v té hře. Prostě jak se jmenoval, Blood něco, kámo. Blood něco, 2014-15 jsem to hrál s kámošem. Ve dvou to mohl hrát. Bylo to prostě třeba na den, 2, ale bylo to top, kámo.
Changed KJ to roast to Sage's model and key art to show the price she's paying.
Super, hraje v shitu, meta je na hovno, je to boring, běhá mě tam Neon s Brokom. Kámo, buď jsou mety, že tě běhá double duelista, Neonka a za ní druhý duelista a dostáváš přes píču, anebo je meta, vole, jak byl Theo Breach, že prostě na začátku kola použijeme util, pak se 45 vteřin čeká a pak když je druhý kolo util, tak jdeme druhý kolo util, prostě chápeš, takže buď je to super, vole, že dostáváš rundown, anebo to už bylo 45 vteřin, abych mohl hrát, ne? A pokud chceš hrát jakkoliv jinak a nehraješ systém, tak prohráváš hry, protože prostě musíš abuzovat tu sezonu v té hře, ale oni mi dají kamaráde krystal na Sage.
Jak na tenhle ten krystal na Sage je podle mě top 2, kámo, vole, největší sračka, vůbec úplně, kámo, pointless věc, je to jediný kvůli tomu loreu, prostě udělaný kvůli nějakému videu, ty vole, jakože to fakt, vole, je top, no.
Stuff is nice and it helps make the game better. And like, don't get it fucked up. They did tweak Lotus and they added a new agent, which is a huge W, genuinely. But these nothing burger changes don't help.
Nothing burger prostě changes.
When 9 out of 10 games look like this.
By the way, nehraje už další se mapa? A ještě se ptají, proč jste prohráli, kámo, to je moje oblíbená otázka, proč jste prohráli.
Clover.
Kámo, každý...
Je tak, Martin.
Jakoby, nevím, co ta hra potřebuje, ale každou hru máš instalok. Minimálně Reina Clove, většinou Chamber, protože pokud si chceš instaloknout duelistu, tak si instalokneš...
Je to dobrá otázka, to mě jaký vadí, nevím, co ta hra potřebuje. Já jako udělat rotace na agenty, možná, reálně. Reálně udělat rotace na agenty, jako se na tak dát nějaký agenty do píči na nějakou dobu, protože jako rankedy jsou fakt nuda s těma Clove mainama, fakt. A Clove mi hodně vadí. Clove tu hru podle mě dojebala. Clove tu hru nejvíc nakopla jednu dobu. A časem zabila. Imo. Nebo jako ne, že zabila, ale jako už to není zdravý pro tu hru. Ten agent. A ještě jak ho nerfli, a lidi to hrajou stejně do píči, tak je to úplně kámo worthless. Pikují agenty, dáme ještě 1 minutu.
Třeba Jet. Když někdo vezme Jet, pikuješ hned Reynu, nebo Isa, nebo Neon. A když ti piknou i to, tak pikuješ Smoker, rychle Clove, protože to je taky duelista. A pokud už máš Smoker, že třeba někdo instalknul Omena, tak jdeš pro Chambera. Takže ty nikdy nemáš ten dobrý team komp skoro.
Actually, když hraju duo s minim, tak máme dobrý to, což jako je kvůli minimu, ale jakože i sola mám někdy, občas mám dobrý komp, ale tak 2 z 10, no. 2 z 10 her mám dobrý komp, 8 z 10 mám Avengers, Reyna, Jet, Clove. Ale by the way, pochází to od někoho, kdo pikuje tyhle ty agenty, pokud se nepletu, takže jenom tak jako na zmíněnou. Podle mě nejhranější serverové agenti jsou Clove, Jet, Reyna,
53%.
což jsou prostě NPC rany tam agenti, nebo Jetka ještě v pohodě, ale...
Win rate since her release.
To Clove je nejlepší agent, kamarád, do rankedu. Proč myslíš, že Notix, kamarád, se kterým jsem hrál na NA, tak má rank 1, ty vole, už 4 sezóny po sobě a hraje Clove? Hraje jenom Clove?
Like, this is a post from 2 years talking about how strong she was. Even then, like, motherfuckers are picking her on Reese. Like, she can't even smoke both sides. Like, not even close. The ranked experience that I think most of us play the game for is unfortunately Chuck.
Ale prostě, jakoby, to je prostě Clove.
A jak to dělá, jako v CSku se všichni mají smoke. A v CSku taky nemůžeš dělat cross-map smoky 24/7, že jo? Nevím, jestli to je úplně nezdravá věc. Pak to koukáme asi na zelený, protože to bude 2-0. Že mi to připomeňte, či mi to ještě zajímá tu a ten talk. A jakože jsem nakopiu skrz ty změny na VCTčku. Nevím, to je prostě takový trichtýř, že jo, vole se to prostě... Když ta hra bude insane na nejvyšší úrovni, tak podle mě to proteče do těch nižších. Teďko jsem by the way, velká změna. Actually velká změna, o které se moc nemluvilo. Včera to postli třeba 5 hodin potom, co dali venku to VCTčko. Pokud máte nějakýho kámoše, co organizuje turnaje nebo něco takového, možná bych... Plně to bylo vidět, Playzone tu letí. Nevím, jestli je instantní platnost, nebo to bude kámo až třeba za měsíc, ale ruší se hardcapy na turnaje, rozšiřují se sponzoři a tak dále. Doteď se museli vždycky ptát Riotu, jestli můžete udělat turnaj a ten turnaj mohl mít maximálně k 50 000 korun, 2000 euro cca. A musel být krátký a nesměla to být liga. A teď jsou nějaké rozšíření, můžeme se potom pročíst na Kicku, nevím jak to je s tou ligou. Ale pokud jste neviděli, tak doteď kámo celých 6 let bylo zakázaný dělat non-partnered turnaje delší jak 1 den nebo 2 dny a větší prize byl jak 50 000. Nevím, se hraje míň, no, ale lidi ještě mají PTSD z ní. Low budou mít. Můj problém je, že ranked komunita byla živená rank inflací a teďka ty lidi full trolly, protože už nemůžou píknout víc nikdy. Jo, to taky se, že jo, říká, že se udělá ranked 2.0 a doufám, že to celý resetnou, protože já to mám na high elo, to bude prostě všude. To, že nedropuje ti rank je absolutní shit a podle mě... Nevěřím tomu, že to takhle funguje v jiných hrách, stejně jako v Valorantu. Nevěřím, že v LOLku funguje to, že bys byl před 2 rokama challenger, teďko to zapneš a hraješ stejný lobíčko s aktuálníma challengerama, že takhle funguje v Valorantu. To je shit, ty vole. Salvator, poslední šance psát a člověk máš permu. A napíšu mamce, kámo, že jsi zlobil na internetu a z vlastní vědy, vole, že máš 5, co si, vole, neohlásil. Tak se uklidně, piči. No nic. Druhá mapa. Nevidím to moc pozitivně, ale pro Vitality. Village mi s Y je top, kámo. Zpátky do školy, zase zpátky do školy. Zpátky do školy, zase zpátky do školy. Jak to je tady? Skrýt uživatele v tomto kanálu. Nashledanou. Tak to je zrovna v pohodě, hruška, to je v pohodě. Že dostáváš málo, když jsi poprvé na nějakým high, když jsi poprvé v nějakým peak ranku svým, tak je podle mě úplně v pohodě, že dostáváš míň do plusu a víc do minusu. Musíš, kámo, makat, aby si průvnul tu hru, je tam patříš. Ale 2 roky, kdy nebudeš hrát, tak budeš, kámo, v prdeli. Pak přijdeš po 2 letech. Ale to ta hra už nezohledňuje.
Trying to maybe stamp some authority on the match themselves, but you can see the reaction is quick, it's pacey, it's down ramp already. There could be an issue on the site and they've got to get moving fast, because here comes Spikes in, already clearing front site, they're already on the spike.
Surely not.
Guys, you've got to defend the defuse, they can't even deny it. LEV are simply better.
Read the situation perfectly here by LEV. Know they've got the pressure in the right place. They cleared through so proactively, and Vitality can't push any further into spawn. I mean, they can, but they don't. There's the one win con here to regain control of Heaven, protect the spike, and it just never happens.
A
fumble here to kick off split.
Getting embarrassed in round 1 like that. Again, LEV don't need more confidence, but they're going to get it. Everything lining up, reading the game well, denying any chance of a fight back in early.
Díky bohu neforsujou.
You see how they are crumbling.
Crumbling.
The start of this series. Careful now. Found here, but Sato and Neon will shut this down. Sato, one with the molly as well.
You want him to be farming, and he is. That's 3. Look at the old.
Neměl zachránit jenom Petr Mára. Nový video! Viděl jsem jako video od Petra Máry, že nemáš být hodný člověk. Jo, Berry.
LEV certainly looking to pick up where they left off from Lotus.
Loko už taky tolik lidí nehrá, e-sport se dívá podávně lidí. A máš nějaký, kámo, máš nějaký jako podklad k tomuhle, co jsi jako napsal? Mně přijde jako nějaká domněnka jenom, ale... Podle mě Lolko hraje strašně moc lidí. Sleduje ještě víc. A Valorant hraje hrozně moc lidí, ale ne v Evropě. Lolko, jak je upadá divácky, tak ono to podle mě je overall kvůli tomu, že předtím byl covid a teďko strašně boomuje IRL content, podle mě na všech jakoby úrovních od doby Speeda. Imo. Jsou jako dvě hlavní jako metriky, které to narušují. Znamená to říká, že Lolko je divácký e-sport? Ale tak to je, kámo, jako jo, ale tak to je každý sport, kinda, a divácký e-sport je CSko a řeknu ti přesně proč. Protože to lidi hrajou, kámo, 20 let, každý si pamatuje, jak funguje Lolko, i když ho už nehraješ, chápeš? Já si můžu teďko zapnout Lolko, po 6 letech, co jsem ho nehrál, by the way, to je hotovo 2-0. 6 let jsem nehrál Lolko, teď si ho zapnu a budu přesně vědět, co se jakoby děje. No jako nebudu, že neznám metu a tohle, ale chápeš, jako uvidím 5 postaviček tady, 5 postaviček tady. Takže kvůli tomu je to divácký e-sport, protože je to jakoby už legacy, aspoň teda jak to cítím já, že to má legacy ta hra Lolko a CSko. Tak to vidím já. To stejný jak fotbal, kámo, čímkoliv jako fotbal, kámo, čímkoliv fotbal má jako traction, strašně moc. A to jakoby většina lidí taky nehraje fotbal, ale všichni to znají, chápeš?
Neon is just so composed here because he knows as soon as he takes contact here, he's got two that are going to flood in from heaven immediately. Vitality barely scratched the surface on this B-site hold.
Nevím, jakože celý ten talk je smutný, ale zároveň na konci toho talku vždycky si vzpomenu, proč jsem začal hrát Valorant, a je to kvůli tomu, že jsem věděl, že to spravuje Riot, což je vole největší prostě tu je ten kurva developer a mají největší, nejsledovanější hru na světě. A ví, jak to funguje, že to nenechají skapat, chápeš, tak velký produkt to nenechají skapat. Že prostě udělají všechno, co umí, vole, aby to neskapalo. Já věřím tomu, že ty změny, co teďko dělají na příští rok, tak jako by tomu pomůžou zase. Čau komači, one long time no see. U moje éra mindless drone, co koukají 10 vteřinový videa? Nevím. Jako jo, ale z těch 10 vteřinových videí ti lidi přijdou na ten další formát a poslouchej. Boomuje sice éra 10 vteřinových videí, ale boomuje éra vyhazování televizí, nekoukání se na televizi, nebo jakoby na programy, vole. Takže do televizi lidi doma mají, ale nekoukají normální programy, když si tam na televizi si dají do pozadí. Chápeš? Něco z internetu. Takže se to jako trochu aspoň to vyrovnává. Hrozně moc lidí mi už za ty roky psalo, že si mě prostě pouští na televizi jako místo televize, vole. To taky posouvá ta meta. Pomohlo by, kdyby v e-sportu byli hráči, co mají nějakou personu? Jako určitě, no. To je pro mě problém Valorantu v Evropě, že oproti NA, co tak aspoň vnímám já, že v NA máš strašně moc osobností a v EU jsou všichni full NPCs, nemají vůbec žádný, nebo prostě mají strašně slabý PR train, nebo nejsou motivovaní dělat si nějaký brand. Jediný, kdo to dělal dřív, je Booster a taky už se vyjebal. Strašně málo osobností ve UC, no. Já s tím souhlasím fully, braven. Čau, čau, Pet. PaperX mají takový viewership taky skrz to, že mají jakoby tam dobrý jméno, no, to je pravda. Chybí, no, braven, ale jakoby, nevím, ty orgy to nepušou, aby ty lidi si dělají brandy a ty lidi, nevím, si nechtějí dělat brandy, jako nás to prostě zkouší jako jediný, ale je to prostě takový, chápeš, není mu to přirozený. Je 13-0 tohle, nebo co? Plus jakoby, nevím, jak to je v jiných hrách, ale ten Valorant, když si všimneš, šumach rychle se mění. Ta scéna aktuálně. Na jednu stranu je to dobrý, protože tam nejsou už tolik frauds. Ale... Pak to rozeknu, až se mi nepřepomínu.
And they didn't have op. We go contact and we go on contact. Yeah, it was neon ramp and one rafters. Let's pick me 3, 2, 1.
Mega dobrý info.
3, 2, 1. You can open the wall as well, boys, when you want to pick. Keep picking. Yeah. Careful left side ramp. Yeah. I'm ready to open the wall. I don't see. Ready to go. Rafters, rafters, wall.
Dobrý ten. Abych to dořekl. Čum, ty jsi tak jakoby stres, aby ses udržel v tom tier 1. Že dělat jakýkoliv content, dělat si personu, ti zabere aspoň trochu energie a ty nemůžeš si dovolit tu energii dávat kamkoliv jinam. Jinak vyletíš toho tier 1. Nebo i tak strašně moc lidí vyletí. Chápeš, takže strašně moc lidí je v tom tier 1 jenom jako na skok, vole, na 3 měsíce. A je to prostě furt dokola a lidi to ví, tam jsou na chvilku jenom. Takže kámo, nemají jedinou myšlenku na to si dělat nějaký brand. Aspoň tak to vnímám já. Většina lidí, co miknul tier 1, tak kámo, poslední, co je zajímá, je dělat nějaký, vole, videa o streamy.
Like I said, stacking up and at least trying to trade off each other. I think they really struggled with was LEV just flooding bodies to the right place.
Jo, Baron, pak je spoustu lidí, co tam jsou už roky a jaký na to jebou, no.
Here comes the elbow from Sato, flash in, go. Can he find someone? Yes. Oh, and a second. Sato again and again just keeps going. Desperate to answer back though, King bails him out.
Jo, je nechutná doba jakoby Urza. Mně přišlo, dřív to měl víc přirozený, no, teďko to mají prostě... Že to šlo z nich. Dřív, a teďko to mají prostě na sílu. Často mi přijde, kámo... Nevím. Je strašně málo lidí... To mají z toho, vole, že streamujou a pak to makenou. Chápeš? Jako třeba Meteor, vole, v Azii. Mu tam říkali prostě, že je streamer, protože prostě streamoval. Shareoval tu svoji cestu a pak to makel do tier 1. A to jakoby v EU mi přijde, že to nikdo nedělá, no. Jo, Braven, tak pro ty tier 1 hráče to není ani worth it, jakoby dělat nějaký content, protože to nevydělává skoro nic. Ještě to stojí peníze, všichni kámo si berou jako rakety za edit a píčovinky. A máš dost dobrý peníze za to, že jsi v tom tier 1, no. Nevím, kámo. Je tam toho strašně, vole, co se dá dělat líp, no. Booster dotáhl tak jak to dělal Booster na začátku Valorantu, tak by to měli dělat podle mě jako všichni, nejlépe, vole. Ale je to prostě nějaká energie, kterou dáváš jinam než do toho hraní, no. Ale můžete schválně podívat chat na Boosterovo YouTube kanál. To je prostě top. A tohle je 13-0.
And look at it again. Similar scenes. This time Derke fights out forward, but Chronicle locked off. Can't get past anyone.
A to je taky tak, že jakoby YouTube videa ti nevyhrávají championships, no. Takže záleží na těch lidech.
A systematic shutdown here. Vitality even get themselves into the right situation, but just crumble. Unprecedented, Lauren.
Oh, you don't see scenes like this.
I mean, they put them in their pocket, man. Vitality just can't win out any of these advantageous positions.
Nejhorší region. With the fries in the bag. Za 2 mapy vyhráli 4 kola. Může být?
Throwing something out to see if something will stick. Unfortunately, I think the momentum that...
Ale jakoby kinda pokulhává Valorant ten rok minimálně. Na plný čáře prohrává, kámo, CSkem se týče ESLka. Co dělá ESLko tu ten rok za content, kámo? Ty behind the scenes, příběhy hráčů, kámo, podcasty, sketche, vole, cinema, kámo. Co máme my? Nevím.
Someone has to stand up and try.
They are being ripped apart. It's so hard for somebody to at least get the vibes back on track. Operator out for Derke here. Ults available, Chronicle, Sayo, Yampi. Like I said, it hasn't come down to that though.
Belief and faith.
Nevím, no Hruška, jako ono je prostě pro ně lepší streamovat i to v NA, protože tam actually dostáváš peníze za to, jak zmrt. Tam máš mega dobrý reklamy v NA. Hej, ty Twitch, kámo, na predí do ksichtu, vole, za 8hodinový stream. Ale Legends of Runeterra byla malinká hra proti Valorantu, že já si to pamatuju, Runeteru. Já jsem koukal, kámo, když Pokrováš dělal tam nejlepší deky, vole, na Runeteru, když ta hra vyšla. Já si to moc dobře pamatuju. Ale vím, že to bylo jako menší projekt, něco jako to 2X KO a tuhle ty pičovice. Jako Valorant je druhý největší projekt, hrál tu hned po lolku, že jo. Pak je Teamfight Tactics, ale tam jako velká mezera a pak ještě větší mezera je Runetera. Myslím, že Runetera jako umřela insta, co toho vydali skoro.
This early default, but Chronicle has slipped the net ever so slightly.
But to what end at 35 seconds? You still need to succeed on the site. And it's not like they've been getting these sites easily either, so banking on these ults to at least give them the way in. They need that to land. It doesn't!
Já ani raketou nedá frak, tak to je o toho 20. Ačko zadarmo.
He's got to stop this though. He has to stop before they get back. And it's a messy shot, and he's being pressured. He's being hit. It's again perfection. And spikes in is fully off the
A to jsou generational jakoby mechanický misplay.
Sato's there. It's Derke. It's perfect.
They're locked out.
They can't even get back.
Kámo, zase jim to styknou.
Not like this. Perfect does something, but he's got to do it all.
Perfect does something.
1v2. He's dead. He's got LEV untouchable still. 8 rounds now. Can they do anything against?
Jsme mrtvá prdel?
Chronicle just gets caught totally off guard here. Maybe thinks he's got a 1v1. It's put in a position where he ends up spamming onto the wall, does a little chip damage, but
Halo, že ho nezabilo tohle.
completely shut this down with a bit. Or at least, I say shut things down, buy them some time to get an extra body up there. But again, it's that flip of the switch and LEV sweep the front line.
Comeback teď nebo nikdy.
This might be one of the most dominant games we have seen in a while, especially at this caliber, at this level in the tournament. For LEV, it is round by round in their minds because they've got so many to play with, no pressure. Vitality,
No pressure.
This must feel like a mountain to climb.
Didn't even really come close in terms of piecing together a comeback once LEV got rolling on Lotus. Chronicle now at least going to be noted from the previous round. Didn't even really cause an issue. Nope. Stacked up now. Minute marker has passed. It's going to be all 5 for Vitality once more towards the A site. Blows actually switching things up a little bit. Got a second player in support here.
Budeme hned tam, ano.
Spikes it not too far away. And I quite like the adjustment at this point. Could catch him off guard potentially, let's see.
30 vteřin. Co mu dal do jumpspotu?
Clean shot there from Yampi. 30 seconds left. Clutching at straws though, looking for silver linings. Blows still on the side kick from behind.
Co?
Catch on Derke. And there it is.
Valorant.
Patiently. The adjustment in position, fantastic, and still doing damage even on the way down. And even 3v3, Yampi standing guard, trying to hold on to the line, and King the last one alive. But
Trocha štěstí na naší straně.
why wouldn't it be? He's trying to do it all himself.
Trocha štěstí na naší straně.
Finally, make a mark.
Yampi on his feet immediately, but you see that, what a catch there. Beautiful shot.
We said who's going to be the difference maker, and it might be the captain.
I mean, it would be the one person to actually get the vibes back in the Vitality camp. Chronicle trying to rally behind that.
You need the rest of them,
yeah,
though.
I mean, the weight of the world on Yampi's shoulders right now. Neon, opportunity presented here. At least a very early deterrent for Vitality. They're happy now to at least contest this early pressure towards 8.
Scout destroyed.
Now they know there's an operation towards B side. Does that feel a little more tangible?
Oh, the mid walk. Nice info for LEV as well. And again, Neon holding towards sight. Yeah, that's a great first pick for Vitality. Keeping it simplistic, but there's the flood back in. Sayonara, there's one, a second. Sato and
Jsme back.
Just down to 1 now. And maybe that was the spark of life for Yampy. They got vitality back on board with a second.
Kámen, nůžky, papír, spok.
A flawless to follow.
To flawless může být.
Could this be the start? The chip away at the finances. Also to consider here, but the first time they've really got bodies ahead of this flood.
Dobrý, jestli dal killy jak Sato, tak Derke, aby měli confidence.
Again, at least demonstrating the understanding of what LEV are going to do and when. And for me, it's key to note the operator quick enough. Not an opportunity for Neon to go forwards, and maybe a hint of complacency in the formation.
I can't even play.
No, you can't, no.
Not at this point.
Nějaká ultina.
Instantaneous Viper's pit towards middle though. Haven't really seen
Dobrý lineup.
too deep. I mean, we saw that lurk in the last, but still for LEV it does just garner so much security now.
Why do I feel like Sato wants to go flash out at the backside of that?
I think we've watched a couple of games of them. Now, let's see how much Neon can handle, because this is four players looking to once again punish this side of the map. Support on the way in the form of King. He's going to be playing from heaven. Doesn't get noted.
Oh, neviděl.
Surely enough of a spot here. They're looking to try and overwhelm. No, Seeker's garnered 50 seconds still.
Dobrý gameplay má blou značku, ne? Ale jak má ještě jednoho psa po minutě, kámo, ten Chronicle vůbec necykluje tu volu, nebo co? Škoda, že na minimapě nevidíš, jestli je ta Viperovala zapnutá nebo vypnutá. Má ještě půl, 20 vteřin.
Blows just seem to drop a player every time. Again, Vitality just think they have the keys to the castle, a misread. 13 seconds of the pit goes down, maybe enough to secure some safety. The Prophet has to go wild.
He has to go crazy here outside the pit. Very reliant on Chronicle to be the late round piece here.
Feels too passive.
Late round piece.
So much time to piece this together.
Klasické late round piece. Nemá plentnuto pro sebe ani pro co dělá.
I mean, Derke, knife out, running towards the smoke again. They're expecting it just to be the one anchor from heaven. The spike scene so quickly.
Jaký kokot.
Sato sitting at 15 and 3.
Ach, to je moc.
One away from another ult as well.
To neumřel, kamaráde na půl a Phoenix Molík, vole.
Let's go.
And this is just to get them a 9-3.
Yeah. I don't think we can inform you enough how unlikely this becomes. But probably shot in the dark is going to be rewarded, but Sato feels like he's being given gifts from the gods. But Chronicle does get a trade. First time we're seeing actually an advantage, I guess, at the beginning.
Plenty of time left to play with here. And too big of a question mark elsewhere. Did spot here.
Nice, Sayo.
Will find blows.
They don't know about Neon, but they certainly know about King. But he's already done.
Sayo.
I mean, that was an audacious attempt, but Neon.
My word.
Easy now. That's 3.
Piču, jak je na straně.
Okay. There's a heartbeat onside, but that's about it. Clinging to life. And the question is it just a death rattle before they fade away? LEV up on 9, Mike. This has been a brilliant display from them, showing exactly why they are here, how good they are. You don't want to miss how this closes out.
Čo se je na straně ten stranek úplně. Nevím, kámo, nevěřím jim stejně. Profek by to mohl, kámo, trochu za to, vole. Zastřihnout ten účest. Má to trochu divoký už, vole. Los divočákos. Nějaký týpek v CSku dostal při čtvrtfinále Majoru Community ban. Otočka? Kámo, to je silné kopium. Otočka je silné kopium, kámo. Teď si dobrý, jsem si chtěl dát. Derke, moc nevěřím.
Look on Derke's face there. Somewhat sums up this half. 9-3.
Voláč, slyšně.
He's already up, as said the conductor today. No trains, more the crowd.
Pustí pro koláč rychle.
He has been a superstar in the making. Nearly 2 aces in one map in that previous series. Right now, eyeing up probably the next opponent. They've got a 9-3 on the half.
Similar sort of situation to map 1 LEV. Again, you look at the playstyle, they don't have to force the issue here. It's vitality.
Yeah.
Have to be the ones to take the initiative. No damage done here, but it's just chip.
Pistolky nebo nic.
Derke. King will be given a shot here, but
Jo, perfekt, kámo. Už to má dlouho, by the way, ten účes. To od 19, kámo, je plešatej. Ardis? Já doufám, že už nesází, kámo. A podle mě je nemocný jak Aleš, takže... A tady by měl zase na tady Pablo spamuje, ale že tam je nasranej.
Timing now. Hello and goodbye. Chronicle, what? Gets a double, but it's quickly dealt with.
Headshot as well to Neon.
That is true, but when blows
Yampy na
so
flanku.
here, I mean, roll it back to the first half. I guess Yampy is an unknown quantity, but keep your eye.
Je oblečka, je praktická.
Profex
Dneska říká Alice.
out at the right time. Don't think he'll catch through heaven, but a chance here certainly on the spawn cross.
A nevím, jak moc to je atraktivní pro holky, kámo.
Yes, he does.
Okay, great catch for
A paranuju.
blows called upon.
A paranuju na další
No
plen.
on V2. Do you dare do the dance now? Easy. You got to stay buttoned up here. These guys command the authority. He has to back away.
Spolu.
Spot them. Blows now. Still making mountains out of molehill.
Oh, ne.
How have you done that?
Oh,
How the
ne.
hell have you done that?
To se nesmělo stát.
They can do no wrong. Even here, that first instance, you question the spacing if Profec's gonna commit, but it starts how it ends.
Vousy a pleška, dobrý kombo. A teď máš, kámo, teď nemáš vousy a máš plešku. To je prostě full vejce potom, ne?
That's double digits on the board.
A neforsujou to vitality teďko.
Ways out of this one. As Spike's in, just looking like he's in full control now. Confidence exuding. As they look to end towards B. Yes, there is a little bit of a threat in the back lines, but then it's
Chtěl
classic.
vystřelit Jampy, by the way, nebo ten, co tradoval.
Somewhat
Jampy byl.
is crushed. As you already see them looking. You already see them aware. King gonna know one, they try and shut down on him, but there's support, the cavalry's coming. This is just an individual battle now. They're playing deathmatch in spawn. And Chronicle does best King. Question is going back all the way
duo.
for the upgrade. Oh,
It's outside
that's
the map.
foul business. What you gonna do now? Oh, no. One enemy no. Okay, at least the knife's been put up. Oh, he's still finishing with a flourish, man. This is the lowest semi-final. They just don't care. They feel no pressure.
Vitality look to go forwards here. Again, just get simply outclassed. It's disgusting.
It's all smiles. God. What do you
Je to zdraví, je to v té hře, je tohle, kámo?
Well,
I don't even know.
this bonus feels like it's got a little bit of weight to it.
Obviously, the rifles to come out here for Vitality. Spam here early on, but LEV.
Můžeš v CSku udělat něco podobného, kámo? Jako mu udělal tady ten Spike z Informiklovi. Ten kill je disgusting.
Tá comigo. Três. 120 na raise. 120 na raise, Blue. 3 balas.
5 range na vez.
Plantar aqui é muito bom, você pegar o planta. Vou fazer, King. Eu gostei, eu sei onde você vai jogar. Bombe.
Spike planted. This side of the map. Of course it's going to be blown.
Obank?
But his HP is so low, 18. But if anything right now, it feels like they just couldn't do anything wrong. It's kept in check by Derke in the end. Extending play here for Vitality.
Byl to bonus.
Such
Byl dobrý bonus pro Leviathan.
win conditions, so few for Vitality, but two crucial kills here. Beautiful shot from Yampi as well. A little more scrappy on the side of Lev, but like I said, I mean, they're happy to throw rounds out.
Se mi líbí, jak se vidí na tom Derkem shotu, jak to je, nevím, jestli hra aim trenery, ale je to koncept z aim trenerů prostě, že jak aimit. First, kámo, explosive, fast flick a potom micro correction, to přesně Derkeho flick byl, kámo. Flickl, pauza, miniaturní, correction. Shoot. Ale co dělá Profek jako, vole? Však víš, že hrajou do piči většina z nich fantomy a stoupne si kámo do openu, do jejich smoku. K čemu tu paranoju potřeba hodit z toho smoku? Ta paranoja má skoro identický angle, když to hodíš kámo z toho pilaru. What the fuck? Je Bardos metoda? Já myslím, že Bardos metoda je kámo resetovat to, pokud dáš víc jak 3 misy a pokud první 10 vteřinách dáš mis.
To get somebody ahead of this site here. I mean, also could just be an early indication of a save, honestly.
No. Myslím, že to je úplně defaultní koncept jakoby toho, jak aimit. Flick, under flick, ne over flick a micro correction.
Maybe the right call, yes. That temptation beckoning and King waiting on the other side.
Just always in this sort of position, King. Chronicle win this out alongside Sayo.
He's here.
Sayo!
What a headshot to follow! He wants to hunt him down, get 3, no. Chronicle stays alive. Derke still in this, but a 2v4.
Derke má to. Derke tam má škrtátko, vole. Že první užívá Bardos, ok. To je před 15 lety, ale. Naplně Derke zrovna není ten typ, který by dělal aim trainery. Jenom mu to je přirozený, no.
Looking to repeat that map 1 scoreline here. And their own map pick this time around. Profect is caught on a peak ahead of a smoke as well.
Nic, no, největší než EU, prostě zase a znovu. I když to není by the way ani NA. Ani to není NA, kámo. SA, vole.
Everyone here for Lev, Lauren.
Lock in, folks. This might be a bloodbath, and it might be over quick. Already spikes in on the hunt. Does he check the player? No. Derke, newly supplied, fights forward. Off the chain, but dead.
Zabili Sayonaru.
Eviscerating both.
GG.
Yampi, Kron, and Profek to try and put this back together.
GG, Alkane, GG. GG, to byl Alkan? GG, Alkane. Byl Alkan? GG. GG. GG, Alkane, GG.
catch anybody on this first peak.
Great layering.
Perfect.
It's so good to win. Look at this time being bought. And Vitality second by second seeing their chances dwindle.
To je Stark Sokrozer.
Pops the Seekers. He
GG,
needs
Lelka, ne
someone
GG.
else there to help him out now. Spikes in still on the side. Chronicle comes online.
Já on ulti, ne? Hotovo.
He's still waiting on this and King as well. Patient in the back lines. Spikes in.
Tímhle kámo vyhraje mapu. Actually, je to furt broken. Tímhle stylem jsem se učil blokovat z VIT na 620 let zpátky. Jestli v CSku někdy mi někdo řekl tenhle koncept před 10 lety. My jsme to hráli jenom prostě na mys na toho bota a zabíhá. Actually jsme dělali taky ty instafliky. Já mých chlapi v CSku. Prostě si hrál na to, že se snažíš trefit ten initial flick always.
Playing alongside players like Sato, Spikesy, Neon as well. Everybody stepping up to the plate here in London.
Což je jakoby inhuman, že jo, to není fyzicky možný hitnout ten initial flick na target all the time. Sato, proč jsou všichni malinký, všichni jsou malinký. Vitality dali dohromady 8 kol za 2 mapy. 8 kol za 2 mapy není moc dobrý. Zítra Leviathan EDG BO5. Od kolika? Jmenuje se Neon a nehraje Neon.
I'm so excited to see that matchup.
You and me both, man. You and me both. You got to work for your revenge if you want to make it to Paper X. We'll be waiting all that way in the finals. Rather masterful team before you get there. So as said,
EDG mají formu, Leviathan mají formu, kdo to vyhraje zítra jako? 15:00, ok. Dneska budu spát dřív než včera, abych to mohl stihnout, kámo, actually. Mně přijde, kámo, že ty Vitality ty Leviathan ani netestli, že reálně já ani nevím, jestli jsou dobrý ty Leviathan, anebo Vitality hrajám tak na piču, ale to druhý je, kámo, dost velká šance. Vitality, když jsem se na to soustředil, na ty kola, co dělají Vitality, tak to bylo fakt strašný, kámo. Macro-wise.
Então, primeiramente, parabéns. Agora vocês garantiram o top 3. Como vocês conseguiram dominar os jogos contra a Vitality?
Eu acho que ao decorrer da Lauer, a gente foi criando muita confiança pra gente conseguir se impor nos jogos. Então, tipo, a gente só tá demonstrando o fruto dos nossos treinos, do nosso dia.
Jdeme na zelenou. A dokoukáme tam, kdo chcete, nebo kdo chcete, ne, že kdo chcete, prostě dokoukám. Tady to video. Tohle může být konec pro Valorant. Mám 4 minuty z 28. Dokoukáme to. A dám samozřejmě ten jediný správný názor. To je jasný. No nic. Vidíme se na cibulce. Zítra se vidíme zde. Ve 3, no, kámo. Já nevím, proč to začíná ve 3, proč to není ve 4, jako ty předchozí zápasy, kámo. Ve 3 je strašně brzo, vole. To dohrajou, kámo, třeba v 6. A jak se streamovat, kámo, do noci, já nemůžu, a nechci streamovat 12 hodin, kámo, co mám dělat? No to je jedno, zítra se vidíme a na Watchparty a za 5-10 minut se vidíme na rankedech na zelené. Díky za sledovačku. Evropa nejhorší region. Sia. Fandíme Paper X teďko, by the way. Ale lepší grand finálku bude EDG Paper X, takže zítra fandím EDG. Gangan, vamos.
defeat against them. I believe that we improved so much, not only in our gameplay, but